They would just argue and argue and argue, fight tooth and nail over who had the better idea or how we were going to do things. And then they would finally come to a consensus. And then all the people, they could put aside the fact that they disagreed and then all get aligned and then go do the job. And they would do it at a really high level. Those are what disagreeable people are able to do. What I find, I don't know if you have this experience, but especially using social media, and especially whenever I speak on hot button topics or whatever they may be, I don't do all the time, but I am willing to do, is that people tend to take the topics personally. They tend to take disagreement personally. And that's the biggest challenge with people who are more on the agreeable side, is that they take disagreement as if it's a personal attack on them. And I try to explain to people all the time, like, I'm not attacking you, I'm attacking your point. And there's a difference. Like, I can love you, but I just hate your point. Your point sucks. You're a great person, but the point's no good. I'm just beating up the point. And a lot of people can't take that. I would say like 95% of the people who I see engaging, they take a disagreement as if I'm attacking them when I'm not. And I don't have that problem. Like, if I put out an idea and you think the idea is terrible, you can tell me. You can tell me right to my face that the idea is terrible, as long as you can tell me why it's terrible. Yeah. And if you can explain it to me, I will say, you know what, you're right. The idea is terrible. What's your idea? Let's go with yours. And if yours is better, then I'm on board with yours, and there's nothing personal. There's no residue from the fact that you disagree with my point. And this is why I value, as you said, the disagreeable people, because we can get in a room, 10 of us can have 10 different ideas. When we put all 10 ideas on the table, each of us will have to defend our point, and everybody else gets to attack it. And in the end, the best idea is going to win. And the 10 people in the room will say, okay, 9 of them are going to say, okay, that wasn't my idea, but it is better than my idea. I'm behind that idea. And then you put the minds of those 10 people together, and that's an unstoppable team. But you got to find the right people who have the ability to separate their opinion from who they are as a person. They're not taking it as this is my child because you're disagreeing with it. It's just an idea. Ideas are a dime a dozen. So none of my ideas need to quote unquote win. If my idea is terrible, I want to know. Tell me. I want to know now. All right, let's not waste time. Tell me now that it sucks so we can get something better, because the outcome, and I tell people this in my audiences all the time, that we're in a performance and results-based business.